Namdi Kanu. Namdi tourist of Biafra. Son of 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 Namdi Kanu. Namdi tourist of Biafra. IPOB, one family, IPOB, and that is the game.
Greetings to the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, regardless of your time zone. We are Biafrans who are thrilled that have assembled before their Maker, Chukwuemeka, to thank him for his message, for all he's been doing for us. Chukwuemeka, we're here to glorify your name, to confirm that you're the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. We cannot deviate. We cannot worship any other person other than you. We glorify your name and we thank you for our leader, Mazi, and the country whom you have sent to us. And we are seeing the reason why you did what you did. We are grateful. We cannot be happier. Glory to your name. We're also thanking all those that are assisting him. Give them the knowledge, the strength, and the endurance to continue their good work. And bless all Biafrans that have taken it upon themselves to see that we survive as a race. Like all those countries that are looking and seeing what we are seeing, and are acknowledging our accusations. Chukwuemeka, bless them, give them the courage to come and back us. We also have our people that are under stress due to sickness, hunger, and homelessness. Chukwuemeka, we call you to come and lend your hand. All this we ask in your name. Today is February 3, 2020. You're listening to live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. It's coming to you through Radio Biafra London under Mazi Uchemefo. My name is Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie. Let's deal with the news as it comes up, and you see that there are a lot of things going on. It is getting worse on a daily basis. Things are getting out of hand. And for most of us, we must hang tough. We must defend our people back home. They are defenseless. And most of them are they are very much in the dark. They don't know what is going on. Because they are not being told. For vandalization, terrorism committed by a government, the media is not reporting it. And you wonder how they will know what's going to be. Practically, they are witnessing the molestation going on. And then it is a question of believe what you're seeing. Believe in what you're seeing. I gave you an example of somebody that left here and went back home. Bill to stay for 2 weeks. All that person stayed was 1 week. He ran home, ran back to the US. I never knew it's bad as you people are talking. You see that phrase, you people. Because some people exclude themselves from reality. They are in a different world. And once they're in their comfort zone, say what you want to say, they don't give a damn, they don't care. The only time they feel like they have something to say is like when they get out of their comfort zone and see the anomalies and notice that really there is trouble. Then when they see that it's like people, somebody that has been chained or is laden with brick, that they wet themselves down again and will not do anything. They will just go back to their comfort zone. Let's get the messages across. Then we embark on today's developments.
All right, announcement. This announcement here. There will be a 3-day fasting and prayer for IPOB Biafrans worldwide. From Thursday 6th to the Saturday 8th of February 2020. The theme of the prayer is, the fasting is God's intervention during the burial of Mazi Nnamdi parents. Psalm 85, 8-9, Psalm 116, 15. On the day one of the fasting, send your angels to secure Biafra land throughout the burial period and beyond, oh God. Exodus 23, Exodus 32, 2, Numbers 22, 23-31. Joshua 5:13-14, 2 Kings 19:32-35, Matthew 26:53. Pray that there will be no rain throughout the burial week from 10th to the 16th of February. 1 Kings 17. 1 Job 5:12-14, James 5:17-18, Isaiah 44:24-27, Matthew 16:19. On the day 2, that's on the 7th, that God will incapacitate the army of Nigeria, that they will not be able to disturb or kill Biafrans from now henceforth. Exodus 14:13-14, 23-30. Psalm 35:1-8, Isaiah 37:33-36, Isaiah 49:24-26, Jeremiah 10:25, Jeremiah 30:16, 2 Thessalonians 1:16. B. Pray that God will provide everything needed for the ceremony, even surplus. Numbers 11:21-23, 2 Kings 4:42-44, 2 Kings 7:1, Matthew 14:15-21, Philippines 4:19. On day 3, that's on the 8th, pray that the 14th February will mark the beginning of freedom of Biafran nation. Esther 9:1-28. Psalm 101:16. Psalm 125:1-5. Psalm 126:1-4. We thank God for answering our prayer. Psalm 106:1-12. Psalm 112:1-10. Psalm 114:1-18. One can fast according to his or her capacity. Chukwuemeka, who began the good work of restoration of the Biafra with Mazi will finish it in our lifetime. He said, it is prepared by evangelist signed by Mazi Oscar, the head of religious affairs committee.
That is that. For those of us that are helping on the relay stations, we are still knocking on your door. We are still knocking. Please help. We want to get these things activated as quickly as possible. They say the people of Abakaliki are very, very happy. They are happy because they can now listen. They can now hear the broadcast. Likewise, they all want to hear it. It is like food to them, and they don't want to be in the dark. And we promise not to let them be in the dark. Please, everybody should gather together and help. Let's get these relay stations working. It is very important. When I say important, very, very necessary, based on what is going on around us. You see, we must protect ourselves. So go to your WhatsApp page and show your payment. Then you call +1 929-326-2733. The Charity Foundation, Bia Foundation, you remember that? If you're making electronic payment, you go to bia67foundation@gmail.com and make your payment through Zelle. Then if you're making a paper payment, that certified check or money order, you go and mail it to Bia Foundation Inc. Recipient is Bia Foundation Inc. Then you're mailing it to Bia Foundation Inc. P.O. Box 801519, Acworth, Georgia 30101. That one is very simple, but for any reason you have a question or you get somewhat confused, you call +1 512-825-5300. Really, that's if you just for the US, so you don't need that first one. Just call 512-825-5300. That's the way that one is. And our, how do I put it? The census, US census starts next month in March. You are included. You as a Biafran, you are included in there. They have given you a column. They gave you a column where you state where you're from. You say Biafra. English you speak and Igbo you speak. That's it. That's what denotes you as a Biafran. IPOB, Biafrans. It's all over. Do not fear about immigration. That's not for you. That's for the census. Immigration is different. This one is census. They have no tie with the immigration. So you don't have to be afraid and say, they will do this. And moreover, you're a Biafran, so your case is different. So when you look at what is happening, you change. And then there'll be the Million Man March on June 20, 2020. Remember that 2020, it will still take place, and Washington, D.C. is the venue. And after that, there will be a black attire banquet with our Supreme Leader. You have opportunity to dine with him, be with him, be around him, ask questions, talk to him, know who you're dealing with. He's an earthly person. He's down to earth. That's him. Make your budget. And then our women will showcase their Biafran tradition. And the men too. So when you're looking at the men are looking at you. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes us unique. And I don't think there's something I'm missing out. We are reserving the table for the worthy people that want to be there. If you're there, you're worthy to be there. Don't exclude yourself. We are not excluding anybody. Biafrans, regardless. Biafrans. You see, it's universal, unanimous. That's the way that one is. Let me say something. Now we're back to the news. This announcement I made is just, if I miss you, don't know that I missed you, but not intentional. Sometimes the brain slips. You can hold something in your hand and you'll be looking for it. And you'll be cursing, insulting, where the hell did I put this thing? And it's right there in your left hand. And you'll be looking and well, all work and no play makes Jackie a dull man. Not only Jackie. Security. We're back to business. You know that Senator Abaribe, he made a statement, very reasonable statement in the floor of the Senate. are saying that if you are incapable, and you have proven that you are incapable of knowing what is happening around you, the normal and appropriate thing to do is to resign. In a civilized world, a leader doesn't need to be informed to resign. In city council elected officials, you know that when they show up there, they are not doing their work, they honorably resign. If they are accused of something, they honorably tender their resignation in view of the recent happenings. I don't think I am fit to continue in this office. I hereby tender my resignation. They honorably sign it and tender their resignation and quit. Unless somebody who is capable take over. It is out of the love for the people. It is done out of love for the people. You don't continue. They are accusing you of incompetency. You are there. You will see the end of it. And you are leading the people to their death. There must be a motive behind that. You remember one U.S. lawmaker in 2017, Greg Simpkins. You remember when he said Nigeria is the most dangerous place for you to live, especially Christians. U.S. lawmaker said that. And when he said it, all those that have interest in Nigeria, those so-called stakeholders, brushed it aside. They did not pay attention. They know what they are doing. They ignored it. And then the Human Rights International and all the world bodies came and said, this place is a dangerous place for Christians. And then they muddy it up with the development in Northeast, which the Boko people, the Northeast people created by themselves for the purpose of Islamizing Nigeria. And upon that, the international community is talking about Nigeria and the government not being forthcoming. How can they? And then you had the Lai Mohammed lying. When being questioned about the insecurity issues, he lied. Then what do you make out of that? And do I have to say that most of you did not hear it? I'll give you a snippet of that interview or rigorous questioning on Lai Mohammed. I'm not playing the whole, just for you to refresh your memory.
I think there's been a lot of misrepresentation. When it comes to freedom of the press, we're doing extremely very well.
You rank 120th out of 180 countries. It's not a glorious record, is it, Minister?
I think it's a lot of ignorance and a lot of...
That jammed. I'm going to start it. I'll start it back up. Don't worry about it. It's coming right back up. Watch his language. Either everybody is ignorant and stupid, or he does not understand. And it's like when you were listening to the army chiefs, they were telling you, you don't understand. And the world is pointing to you what you are doing, and you're telling them you don't understand. And that makes you wonder who is kidding who is fooling who. They deliberately don't want to hear what you're saying. They deliberately don't want to get involved with the world, and still they call upon the world to come and give them aid. And when you give it to them, they use those arms given to them and dump them in Biafra land, getting ready to conquer and dip the Quran in the sea. I think the Oduduwas now understand what is going on. And then we Biafrans, the rest is up to us. And middle belt you are joining, do it very fast. Because time and tide waits for no man. It just doesn't. What is going to happen, let it happen now. If we're going to bleed, let bleed and bleed no more. These incessant killings must stop. The sacrifice has to be made. So listen to Lai Mohammed and then draw your conclusion.
I think there's been a lot of misrepresentation. When it comes to freedom of the press, we're doing extremely very well.
You rank 120th out of 180 countries. It's not a glorious record, is it, Minister?
I think there's a lot of ignorance and a lot of mischief.
Well, the assumption has to be that you're covering up damaging evidence, doesn't it?
If those allegations are true, I'm sure it's been taken care of.
Despite promises to respect the rule of law, Nigeria's government stands accused by the international community of serious human rights abuses. My guest this week here in London is Lai Mohammed, the country's information minister. How does he defend against the country's many critics when the evidence of wrongdoing is so compelling? Lai Mohammed, welcome to Conflict Zone.
Thank you, sir.
The human rights record of your administration has been widely condemned by the UN, Western countries, your own lawyers, international human rights bodies, for brutality and a stunning lack of accountability. Why does this go on in Nigeria? Why don't you get a grip on this?
I think there's been a lot of misrepresentation.
By all these groups?
Absolutely.
Really? Working in concert?
Well, I wouldn't know whether they're working in concert or they're working, alone. But I know for a fact that this administration in particular has been very sensitive to the issue of human rights. Sometimes terrorists, politicians, activists are confused with human rights.
So you put it all down to confusion?
I would do that because I do not know as a fact, and I've been a minister for almost 5 years, that there's any policy of my administration that's deliberately targeted at infringing on anybody's rights.
Minister, last September, the UN Special Rapporteur on Extrajudicial Summary or Arbitrary Executions, Agnes Kalamar, she launched a damning report on Nigeria, and the human rights abuses of your security forces. She spoke of countrywide patterns of abuses, include the police and military's excessive use of lethal force in violation of applicable international standards. I'm sure you read the report. She's not a person who makes these accusations lightly.
I did, but I would have been much more impressed if examples are given. Now, you must not forget that Nigeria has been locked in a war of attrition with the Boko Haram for almost a decade.
The war of attrition with Boko Haram. Who is Boko Haram? How are you locked into war of attrition and you are releasing and inducting them into the army? And you see what they are doing. And he's being questioned and he does not remember, and then he's telling you that you don't know. But he knows. And this will make the international community wonder what is going on. I just wanted you to hear it with your 2 ears. As some of you listen, and then after listening, you vanish. When I mean you vanish, you don't surface again to say, What are we going to do with regard to this situation? Insecurity. Now, entire Southeast will be raided and taken over by herdsmen, Meiti Allah. This is their statement. This is their intention. This is what they want to do. And who is enabling them? We are enabling them. Because when they do things, we ignore them. We act like we can't react. We are waiting for IPOB. This is where it gets very, very touchy. You are waiting for IPOB. Where are the chiefs? Where are the aces? Where are all those politicians that are running around with your stolen money? Are they not the ones that are supposed to group you together and say, let us defend ourselves? No, they are not doing it. They are waiting for the IPOB they proscribed. The same people you are not recognizing because of your post. You want to protect your belly. You want to protect your pocket at the expense of your own people, even your own brothers and sisters. You see how selfish most of you, and you're calling yourself a chief, an eze, and Igwe. And His Royal Highness number 123, grade 1. Now, I want you to see where the problem lies. They are telling you with impunity that they are going to take your land. Somebody from Futajelon. And we are not reacting. When our leader Mazi established the BSS, what happened? They will say, do you have weapons? What if we do? What will happen? Oh, you are a terrorist. You see, that is what we mean that you're a terrorist. We don't have it, but you're still a terrorist. You don't have a knife, you're still a terrorist. Why are you a terrorist? Because you're telling the truth. You refuse to bow. We refuse to capitulate. And our leader promised you that we are going to destroy with the truth, and that is what is happening. We are telling the truth. This is why when things happen, you don't hear it. You have thousands of radio stations in the zoo. They are not reporting to you. What happened in Iguacha yesterday, as today is still going on. You've not heard it from any of the radio stations in the zoo. People's houses are being destroyed by the combined forces of Nigeria. In Obibo. And they are telling you about your violation of human rights. You are denying it. And as you deny, you still commit the same offense. And you are telling them you don't understand. What is it that the world doesn't understand? That is my question. What is it that the world doesn't understand when you are committing crime and they are telling you that you're committing crime and you're telling them it is not true? And the worst thing people can do is to confuse the situation in the north with that of the west and the east. Don't confuse them. They are not the same thing. Because the issue in northeast is man-made. They made it by themselves. They created Boko Haram. Just to confuse what is going on in the zoo. They created it. So when you say they are killing people in the northeast, Boko Haram is, the Chibok girls, the Dampuchi or whatever you call it, Limpuchi or Dampuchi, the Dampuchi girls. So what? Okay, they are Christians. Where are they? Where are they? The one that was carried away, and the people, like the Christians, opened their mouth. Release whatever her name is. Release her. It drowned slowly and slowly. Now she's a mother, married to Boko Haram officials. And we were there watching. We were watching. Just an incident, just because it's from Northeast, we are not talking a Christian. She was impregnated. Innocent girl that went to school. Now she has given birth to Boko Haram. All we do is talk and talk and talk. Likewise with Sowore, when Sowore was in jail. Everybody got wait. Boom. After a day, it died out. We lack sustained demonstration. And then you have a group coming up. Oh, we are protesting. We are going to protest to this and that about the insecurity. Fine. Let's see the impact of your protest. And then let us see what you are going to say. Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. I have given you a version of where they have their intention made known to you, that they are coming to kill you, to take your land. They have not given you any kind of justice. They have not made government services get to you. They have denied you all those. And you are a politician. And listen to the word of politicians. This is why I say, stay away from them. They are not working for you.
We're here today at the American Embassy. And we've just submitted our petition on behalf of the leadership of the PDP and the poor masses of our country. The need for the international community to come to the assistance of our dear country. Because Nigeria is a member of Committee of Nations. Nigeria is not an island on itself. It's a member of United Nations. And so when things goes wrong, other international community can come to advise. And that's why we're here. And the content of our petition is for other international communities should come to the aid of Nigeria and to advise our government to obey the rule of law.
Now, this is what makes me angry. Did you hear what this guy said? You went to the American Embassy. We are saying divide. And you are playing politics with our lives, and you are going to the American Embassy to come and assist you to put Nigeria together. And you think we cannot notice that? Is this the time you'll be going to the American Embassy that know that your country is ungovernable? When their own U.S. lawmaker can come to your country and see the danger there and tell you it is the worst place for a human being to live. And you are telling them to come and tell those that tell you that there is nothing wrong to put your country together. You see political statement with the pretext that they are demonstrating. What I had anticipated is to go to the U.S. embassy to say Nigeria is finished. This is what they are doing to Biafrans. You show the pictures. No, you didn't do that. Likewise, those that leave the territories of Nigeria and go to London and go to US, you ask them what is wrong. Say nothing is wrong. I'm proud to be a Nigerian. And then you are coming back. The same thing you have said that there is nothing wrong. There you go telling them there is something wrong. You are in the hospital to see the doctor. The doctor is asking you what's wrong with you. You say nothing, I just have pain. And you say I'm here to see if there's something wrong with me. because my body is aching. Then what the hell is wrong with you? And you pretended as if you were demonstrating. What are you demonstrating about? Upon all the crimes against humanity, you wouldn't be talking about Nigeria now. You'll be talking about Oduduwa, Middle Belt, Biafra. The center cannot hold. And for anybody to stand up and say they are demonstrating for the international community, what is Britain telling you? Oh, we are going to colonize you again and make you our market hub. They were the same people that stood to tell you, Jeremy Hunt, oh, go and conduct the election. You're the greatest democracy that can't conduct election. Oh, you're the most populous nation in Africa that cannot mount the electric pole. And then, oh, you're the greatest because your economic potentiality is great. Not for you, but for them. With our dead brain, we cannot decipher. We cannot differentiate mockery and usury. And these are people you look at, you think they are for you. They are not for you. They are for themselves. You're going to demonstrate. What is the reason for the demonstration? If that demonstration does not represent my interest, you're not representing me. Because after it is said and done, they will go back to their issues. When Lai Mohammed will tell you that, oh, upon what the world is listening to, hearing and watching, you're going to say, I mean, it is unbelievable. Second, I'm talking to you. I am criticizing your topic you presented to the U.S. Embassy. And all those that went there with you. We are not talking about Nigeria. We are talking about lives of human beings. And it is living people that make a country. Dead people can make a country. When you are not safe, you don't have a country. Then why will you go and keep talking about coming to talk to your leaders? And they are there telling you that there is nothing wrong. I just played what Lai Mohammed told the international community. And your own man, Abrebe, said, if you can't do the job, resign. What did they do? Oh, they want to kill him. They want to lynch him. And you have that statement. And this is why they call us shithole. You don't call a spade a spade. Your priorities are mixed up. They are grossly convoluted. It's like you're dealing with what can I call it? Soiled oil. You look at issues, you cannot stand as a man and say, this is what is going on. Now, you went to the U.S. Embassy, they have already told you, you are a terrorist. They have blacklisted you as a terrorist country. Caused by who? Caused by the same people that are ruling you. The same people that are snuffing your life out of your people. And you're going to them. They know more than you know. Not that you don't know it, but you're pretending. Just like your brothers. They leave the territories of the country. They go, like I said before, what's wrong with you? Nothing. I'm proud to be a Nigerian. And then they will look at you. You don't know. When the world takes terrorism seriously, the worst thing you will do is to relate yourself to a terrorist. That is the worst thing you will ever do. And then look at it this way. Is that your home? It is a public office. If you cannot man it, quit, resign, get away. Then you come to tell people, if I must go, millions must go with me. What do you mean millions must go with you? Araba. For God's sake, Araba. The insecurity is too much. The millions of Ariwas should go with you. Let Biafrans go. Let the Oduduwas go and let Middlebelt be. It is not out of hate. It is out of security and human rights. And when you have proven yourself to be a terrorist, people that have no regards for human rights and human life, why will I want to associate myself with you? Sometimes we don't call a spade, we do it based on the fact that, oh, maybe because I'm in a position to do it. And then you see your people, the Arewas, you see their intent. You see what they do. You hear what they say. And the presidency has attacked Senator Nina Baribe for calling for the resignation of President Muhammadu Buhari over the rising spate of insecurity in the country. Is he lying? No. Is it happening? Yes. As we speak. As we speak, it is happening. And then, how is he wrong? How is he wrong?
Especially as it relates.
That's what I want to know. That still goes to the spate of denials. When we see something that is wrong, we don't say it. And when you tell the truth, they want to crucify you. They want to lynch you for telling the truth. A country built on lies will continue to exist on lies. And you will never get any truthful thing out of it. It will never happen. Because those that put you together lied to you. And those lies continue to transform from one stage to the other, from one generation to another. And they even lie that they are sick. And we know that they are sick. And they continue to lie. And poor people are dying. This is Senator Ndume. Insecurity situation in Northeast is getting worse. Why Northeast? If it's getting worse, why release Boko Haram? Who is in charge of Boko Haram? Who are they? And they're in your army. And where are they? In Biafra land. Who is fighting the Boko Haram? It is those Biafrans. Just like they take the youth coppers. They get them, they get the police, they put them there, and then they run. That is those that will escape the ambush. And then you say you are proud to be a Nigerian. They told you the truth. They told you the truth, what is happening. If you are incapable of holding an office, you resign. No, people feel too big to take corrections. That is what it boils down to. Taking correction, listening for the betterment of others. No, their selfish behavior won't let them. And then when they were attacking Enyina Baribe, Bambo said, you now opened your mouth. Now it has become the doers, the Biafrans and the Oduduwas. Now the real showcase is coming down. Now the Oduduwas know, yes, the Biafrans are correct. They are standing tall. And they are talking. Our leader is talking. And the Yorubas are talking. The Oduduwas. And what's peculiar about the Oduduwas is that you see they come from different levels. Directing, shooting straight. You can't say that. This is what it is. Coyote is somewhere saying, you can't say that. Bambosi is there saying this. This person is there saying this. This is what I call coordination. Unlike Biafra land. This person will go and call himself this group. Unfocused. You are pursuing one agenda, but you can never talk. You can't sit together and talk. And that goes back, I will hammer it until it gets through your ears. That goes through the impotent governors they have all over Biafra land. They can never come together and put their heads together and say something. Nor the chiefs and the Ezes and the low highnesses that say they are highness. Barrister Olusegun Bambo said the national coordinator concerned advocates for good governance has joined voices with those that are calling for the resignation of Jubril. Get out of office. If you don't know what you're doing, quit. It is honorable to resign. Daily Post reported earlier the Senate Minority Leader Enyina Baribe had, while contributing to a debate on the deterioration security situation in the country on the floor of Senate, called on President Buhari to resign, adding that the present administration has failed to proffer solutions to the high rate of insecurity across Nigeria. In a reaction to the call, Presidency dismissed Abaribe as an armchair critic, describing the comment as foolish. Because they heard the truth. You see that? Adding to the calls, Bambo said there is no doubt that the insecurity in the situation in the nation is assuming a new dimension. According to the senior lawmaker, it's really alarming that on daily basis the press reports stories of kidnapping, killings, abductions, destruction of properties. He told Daily Trust on Saturday that it's quite unfortunate that Buhari's government had failed woefully to tackle this menace. And he goes further to say, it is against the background that the call by Abaribe for Buhari to resign is overdue and justifiable. President remains the chief security officer of the nation, and he should take responsibility for the intractable security crisis in the country. And he crystallized the whole thing when he said that the unfortunate thing is that the most of the victims possibly voted for Buhari believe that as a former military officer, he should be in a better position to effectively checkmate the wave of insecurity. And then to my own conclusion, this is deceit. He lied. And then he unveiled his plans to Islamize you, which is going on today. What happened in Obibo? What happened in Bayelsa? They are attacking them. They are killing people. They are destroying people's homes. And what reason do they have? They'll tell you, oh, that a soldier was killed or they missed somebody. What is the name of the missing soldier? I know you can formulate a name. Where's the corpse of the dead soldier? On what other circumstances was the person killed? You formulate, you concoct, and you lie to destroy people's homes. And that is vandalism. When a government is engaged in the destruction of properties of citizens, innocent citizens, in their ancestral land, then what is the motive? Do you do investigation? Do you ever know what investigation is? Do you ever let the police conduct investigations to know the cause of death? Why? Where? When? By who? And that tells you that your government is non-existent. If there is death, you make investigation. You don't go start shooting up people, destroying their homes. That is uncivilized behavior. Being uncivilized behavior, you can correlate that to the way they butcher people. Not only do you butcher people, you butcher small children. Innocent small children. The adults you are butchering are innocent. Then how innocent are the little ones that when they see you coming, they see you approaching, they will stretch their hand for you to lift them up and give them a hug? No. You heartlessly butcher them. And you want them to remain with you. And the accomplices are those that go to call for the same punishment, for the same insecurity to continue. All of you are contributing to the sufferings of the people. You are playing politics, and the world is watching you, telling you that you are a fool. If we are wrong, make comparisons. You go to school, you have your classmates. You have schoolmates, and you have classmates. You check the products of your schoolmate. Those that went to school with you, in the same environment, you check their achievement. Then you check your classmate, how they progressed. And that will make you judge correctly where you find yourself. You can then grade yourself. The most telling detail is your classmate or your age mate. Check all those that gain independence before you, with you, and after you. What is their progress and what is your progress? I guarantee you, you'll not come up with anything other than looting, killings. That's it. You deter progress. And that brings me back to all those that say they are playing politics. This is no longer the call for restructuring. The era has gone. Too much wounds has been inflicted. And the vandalism taking place in Iguacha has not been reported by any of the Nigerian media. By the BBC Igbo service. These are the people that should be first responders. What is going on? Why are you doing it? This is what these people are doing. No. And when I asked about the press clampdown, the same Lai Mohammed denied and telling the world we don't understand. If for any reason you are still hallucinating, good luck to you. Good luck to you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. It is only a fool that will watch his own people being decimated and will go back to go and call for that same government that have eluded them to continue to be lectured as people die when you have nothing linking all of you together. Call is to your tent, O Israel. Any environment that is not safe is not a good environment. And if international communities can witness that, you that is a product of that community should know better. If U.S. lawmaker Greg Simpkins can figure that out, you should know better than him. But I must say, most of you can't be able to reason that way. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Your name and where you calling from?
God will continually to replenish you and your generation, Mazi, Alozie. My name is Prophet Emmanuel from a boy in Abakaliki, from a boy province.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I want to use this medium to appreciate my beloved mentor and prophet, my father, Mazi Nambekano. I appreciate him, man, wherever you are. God will continually to replenish you and give you more wisdom, inspiration and aspiration, more insight and foresight, revelation and the vision to accomplish this mission God through you have entrusted us. In the name of Yahshua.
Yes.
I want to start from this boy state. You see, look at the evil human we have here called Devil Omai. An idiot. Going to the enemies. There's someone, I think these people, I know that they are being pregnanted by the Islams, by Boko Harams, by teaming together and going to your enemies to take permission for you to have the security. What a mess. Now, oh my God, you are going to your enemy to get a permission. Then they will say, okay, maybe if that side we will give you security. Oh my God. These people are seeking for people to kill the youth. I want to use this medium to let all the hardcore of Biafra. Please, if you're a youth, Biafra, I'm not saying the saboteurs, we have the saboteurs in our midst. We know it. But if you're hardcore of Biafra, please, do not at all join any organization contrary to Biafra, any security call for securing their idiotic organization. Please do not join them. Do not join them. The winners assassinate Biafra. They have to call the youth of Biafra and say, hey, come, we will pay you money, you do this, you do that. They will still call the Islam and kill you, the Boko Haram, the herdsmen. They will call them to a point where you people gather, they will kill you. You better do not get involved. I think every of us, the youth, should join. We know our own security. We should go there, ask, and join. That is the best. Then coming to Lai Mohammed, his name is Liar. He is a liar Oh my God, I'm going to go there. He must lie. It is their orchestration to destroy Biafra. So when you expect him to go to the communities, oh my God, it's a bullshit. He's nobody. He knows what is happening. And I see it himself now. It's a shame to him. And I'm telling you, coming to the imposter they called the president of the Zoologic Republic. I tell you, the man is weak, even to be there. He's tired, but you know the people who put him there will not allow him to go without fulfilling the contract. You understand? So he's trying to move. And he is still the main Buhari. He would have resigned. He would have got and resigned. In fact, what I know that all those evil carcass there will not allow him to go. Because instead of that, they would even like to, let him be arrested and, do away with. And apart from that, now I want to let all Biafrans see, if you know that you 3 square meal a day, please, we have next to do. Do not say you are getting this radio now, and you are relaxed. I said this to you yesterday. Please, instead of you to contribute 10 naira, please do something. It is somehow to help other areas with them. My brother, we talked before, talking for me better that they are not getting it. We can contribute and send the money as our friends. We are one to the heart of one another. Somebody did it for us in a sense. You all talk. I listen to all of you. I'm getting it very, very so we can do it for another people. I don't want to the long so that other people are able to talk, but as time goes on, tomorrow is still another day. Let other people view their own opinion. God bless you and bless the hardcore of Biafra in the name of our Yeshua. You see? Bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi, Alozie, good day, sir.
Good morning from here.
Yeah, my name is Michael Anago. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate you people for the good work you people are doing, especially Mazi and the Kano and the co-workers. There is something I want to ask. Because yesterday in the program, somebody was saying that we should not mind those they play for the Igbo World Igbo Congress. And I know very well that the professor Ejiofor is one of us. So I don't know if those people have got him over. This is what I want to ask her.
I don't know anything about him being bought over. I don't know. Like I said, people that are supposed to talk must come and talk. You have to exist before you have your World Congress. You must exist before you have your Igbo Union. You must be in existence before you have your Hanese. You must be in existence before they recognize you as a human being. All these things are worthless if you don't have a home. That is the only way I can summarize it. Regardless of what organization you have or what you think you have, if you are not existing, if you are not living, then you're dead. And if you're not learning, you're not living. Those two go together. So the Igbo Congress, whatever, and they are Biafrans in the first place. So if they want to, they must act like they are wounded people. They are the ones being eliminated. They must find a way. And they will learn from the Oduduwas. That's the only answer I can give you.
Yeah. All right, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Whatever organization or no organization, Biafra comes first. You must be alive before any other thing. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Mazi Alozie. Yeah.
Good morning.
This is Mazi Alozie. Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mazi Alozie, for your consistency. I want to learn my voice from the issues at hand, as you mentioned. First of all, there is this Kaduna Church bomb, the person that wanted to place the bomb in one of the Kaduna churches. You know, there's something I want us to understand here. These people, you know, when they say that they rehabilitated Boko Haram or they radicalized Boko Haram and they send them out from into the military, from to different missions, different places. This is one of the results. This man, which they caught, trying to place a bomb in the Kaduna Church, you know, he was answering during a Western name, a Christian name, Nathaniel Tanko. You know, not knowing, you know, he said that people were first, people were saying, oh, he's a Christian, he's a what leper. He confessed that he said it's not a Christian, he's a Muslim. He was coerced and forced to answer that man in the custody. And what people you know, try to thwart is which custody. You should find out to your amazement that this man is one of the so-called the radicalized Boko Haram members that have been released. You know, this is how they work. It's very dangerous. Some of them, what they do, they will issue them different ID cards with Christian names and other names to send them out to go and start committing atrocities. That is why when I see, like, you know, people calling the Nigerian government, the federal government, come to our aid. How are you calling the people that are responsible for killing you? People that are sending all these sufferings to you, you are calling them to come and help you. You know, it is ridiculous sometimes, you know, the way our people reason. Because Nigeria is a failed state already. It's a terrorist state. That is it. It's a terrorist state. So how come when they are, that is why you see them now, their terrorist army, instead of being in North fighting Boko Haram, they are there in our leaders' place, showcasing what stupidity, I should say. You know, now when you come to this fight against Boko Haram, you know how many years now Boko Haram is more than 10 years now that Boko Haram has been invading. I wonder, you know, because I used to wonder, where is the Nigerian Air Force that, you know, they know the base of these people in Sambisa forest. Why don't they bomb them? They will not. Because these are issues, these are people they groom in order to do something for them. And they are waiting. That is why they are just, you know, dealing with them with no. In case of tomorrow, That is why when all these even so-called Southeast politicians, they don't understand, excuse me, the handwriting on the wall. When they talk about the 2023 presidency, John Igbo, they go to the Ududua, they say 2023 Ududua, Yoruba time. So now, how are you going to take out, these things they are grooming, this monster they have erected. Now, when they give power, because now we understand that it is them that gives power, the Fulani. That is how Nigeria is. They give power to any person they want. That is how pitiable it has become, how sad Nigeria has become. They will tell you, no, you cannot get the presidency. We will not give it to you. We will give it to the other people. No, because you talk like this, we are not going to give it to you. So, you see that Nigeria is a no man's business, honestly. Now, these people that are going to protest, let me finish in what this Kaduna bomber. Our people should understand that these so-called Boko Haram members that chop off people's head, that maybe Adesina told Christians now that Christians should be happy that they are no more, the Boko Haram are no more using bombs. Rather, they are chopping off their heads. So it's better. These people, they release them. They give them specific missions. This boy or this man confessed that he was contracted by an influential Muslim. Who are influential Muslims? We know them. They are there. We know them. These are the politicians that are so-called ruling in Nigeria. But you see that there will be no more investigation because phone call will come from us. And Nigerian thing is 1 day talk, 2 days talk, after no more. Everybody forget that. So these people, they are sending them out using different names, non-Fulani names, in order to commit atrocities, in order to enter places. And when you see them, they are Christians, oh, they are Biafrans, oh no, they are not Fulani, they are this and that. No. This is it. Now, these protesters, these so-called protesters from PDP, yes, but why going into they are protesting? Well, just watch them. How many of them? Just few of them. They are protesting to the American embassy. Is Nigeria one of the, maybe it's the 57th state of America? I don't know. How you see the protests that happened during the time of Goodluck Jonathan, when these people were able to mobilize millions of people, they called million man. When it comes to Biafra meaning the head of affairs in Nigeria, everybody can do everything they want. How these people can even mobilize their own? You look at them, look at where are the OPO is the question. All those people, you see them that time moving, having mouth. Where are they now? They went to the American embassy. Yeah, come and help us now. Americans should come. What a mess. Which means Nigeria is not a country. Because if it's a country, if these people are really existing, they should be able to mobilize millions of people to solve their problem. Not going to a foreign country's embassy and saying, we are depositing these are scripts, these are political points. Honestly. So, and now lastly, coming to Lai Mohammed's clip, which you played the other time, when you watch it, you see that man, Nigeria is in a piteous situation. Nigeria doesn't exist, honestly, because, a madman always see every other people as mad, only him is a sane person. That is what Lai Mohammed have been experiencing. Any question he is being asked, the statistics, facts and figures, he will deny that. No. They are ignorant, which means the whole world is ignorant. Only him is a sane person. He is knowledgeable. No, you see that things are. Nigeria is no more a country where things like this are happening day by day. And the governments that are supposed to protect life are the people killing people. They are killing people in order just to put in the agenda, to advance their selfish regional and tribalistic agenda. That is what is going on in Nigeria, nothing more. So we are headsmen carry. Look at another thing I observe when they showcase assault rifles of different kinds, saying that these are smaller names that they are not with the different AK-47 and RPG, this and that. You see, they showcase them. And the Fulanis, you see how they are not even chained with or handcuffed. No. They will be there. When you watch many of them, they will be laughing inside. They are laughing. Their body language is, they say, just finish after the following 2 days, they will make calls and they will release them. But once it comes to Southerners or Biafrans in particular, they say kidnappers. You don't see them. What you see is dead bodies they showcase because they kill them. They kill them. This is sometimes it makes no sense when you say Nigeria is, we are in one country. You see people that have assault rifles, that have complete sophisticated weapons. They showcase them. The people even they massage them even. They show this. That's how you do. But when it comes to Biafra, even innocent people, look at the one that they kill. You see, they kill them. They shoot them aside, and they can give them any name that they are for this and that. Hardly you see them being arrested, live. Even if the person is alive, it will be half alive with bullet wounds. Why? All these are pointing to the fact that they are not innocent. So let me stop here, my big brother. Remain blessed and continue your work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Call out your name and where you calling from. Call out your name and where you calling from. That line is gone there. Okay, let me get this. Call out your name and where you calling from.
Good evening, from here, Mazi, Alozie.
Good morning, Onib. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I want to appreciate you for the good work you are doing for the people of Biafra. I say it shall be well with you. May Chukwuemeka Abiyama bless you. Your generation will always appreciate you, sir. The same thing goes to my supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will continue to repeat it. He remains the only man who raised millions of voluntary journalists across the world, and his primary aim is to restore the Biafra nation in order to end the sufferings of his people. I say it shall be well with him. He said, Mazi, before I go on, my name is Mazi Onyebuchi Obi. I'm voicing out from Abakaliki province. Mazi Onyebuchi Obi is a native of Ekulummiri. Ekulummiri is in Nnewi province, Biafran land. Mazi Senator Abaribe remains the only man standing for Biafrans in that so-called red chamber. And any attack on Senator Abaribe is an attack against the people of Biafra. I repeat, Mazi, any attack against Senator Abaribe is an attack against the great people of Biafra, which must be resisted at all costs. Biafrans should take note. We know our people and we will defend them anywhere, anytime. Another thing I want to comment on is about Adeboye's protest yesterday. I call it Nigeria flag. He was wearing Nigeria color. And at the same time, he came to
in cima a una montagna innevata o in attesa della prossima onda. Ovunque ti portino le tue passioni, seguile a bordo di BMW X3. Il SUV disponibile in versione benzina, diesel o plug-in hybrid è pronto a farti vivere le tue passioni con un bonus di 5.000 euro se permuti la tua auto. Offerta valida fino al 15 febbraio su vetture disponibili a stock. Dettagli su bmw.it e in tutte le concessionarie BMW aderenti.
Recognize that as a protest. Mazi, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Biafra.
Biafra. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. People can deceive themselves as much as they want to. You lie. You lie and pretend to be what you're not. You're using your post to lie to people. You're a politician and you cannot tell the truth. You are a politician and you can't tell the truth. And I don't expect you to tell the truth because you're a politician. Because these are your trademarks. And this is why we don't engage in politics. Because survival is the first mode. If you don't have that survival instinct, then you are going to die, whether you like it or not. People have accustomed themselves to the point that something is happening to them, they don't react. And you cannot tell me that it is because this and that. No, that is not acceptable. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Yep, go ahead. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. I think I'm going to end your call so that you won't be burning your time. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
Hey, Mazi. Hey, Chineke.
Good morning.
Alozie. Morning, sir. Chineke. Hey. Morning, sir. Mazi, thank you so much. Fellow Biafrans, good morning wherever you are. My name is Mazi Barakwe. Mazi Barakwe hails from Mr. Lambama, Okigwe Province, Biafra land. Mazi, thank you so much. Before I proceed, let me acknowledge and thank my Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who has given me an identity. History has it that Mongo Park discovered the Niger. Yes, and what was his name? Columbus discovered Africa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu discovered the Biafra. I will not go too far. I want to thank that man. Without him, I would have been a lost person. A person without nation, without identity. Chukwuemeka, who is in heaven, we take all the praise and all the adoration and honor and glory. And the goodness of it will be ours. And Onyendu will live to benefit from it because he has labored for it. And all Biafrans who have committed, who have made a lot of sacrifice to live, to partake in this blessing of the Most High in the mighty name of Yahweh Yeshua. Mazi, Alozie, thank you so much. I am so happy for the good job you are doing, Mazi, Peters, and others. Mazi, without taking too much of your time, I will be very brief, and then I will just go straight. I just want to remind those who, the Biafrans, it doesn't matter whether you're from the upland or the riverine areas or the coastal region, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your dialect. We are Biafrans. We are lovers of freedom and lovers of justice, lovers of equity, lovers of fairness. So you believe in all these virtues, you join us. Wherever you are in New York State, we are there to encourage you to join an existing family. And if there is none, we're also going to encourage you to set you up, to start a family. I'm so happy that that IPOB family is springing up here and there, and we encourage everyone to join. You join a family, you don't register. Go and join a family. Go and identify yourself with a family. And if there is none around you in the state of New York, it doesn't matter, be it upstate or anywhere you are, we are going to help you set up one. And our state coordinator, if you have concern on this, want to set up a family or want to join a family, you can call our state coordinator. His name is Mazi David, and his phone number is 832-245-5640. I repeat his phone number. Our state coordinator, his name is Mazi David. You can reach him at his number 832-245-5640, or you can reach his deputy, Mazi Mbadike. His phone number is 646-645-8237. Or you can reach my very self, Mazi Barakwe, at 646-236-5246. And here in Brooklyn, we shall be meeting on Sunday, this coming Sunday, at 5 p.m. And the venue will be 1490 Dumont Avenue. If you have problem with this address, call these numbers I've given to you. We will give you the direction how to get there. And also, the family in the Bronx shall also be meeting hopefully by next Sunday also. And can reach any of us. Mazi Chukwuemeka is the coordinator. Call any of us, will help you on how to get there. Mazi Alozie, I want to tell our people that this is the time for us to act and the time to double our efforts. I want to encourage those who have been doing wonderfully to sustain it if they cannot improve on it. But if we can improve, let us not hesitate. If whatever contribution we are making, let us add a penny to it. Let's add a penny to it, and Chukwuemeka will bless us. Mazi, having said that, let me say a little about what is going on in the zoo. Mazi, that country is a zoo. It's a crime scene. It's a crime scene where the cops will cordon, where police should go and cordon. It's a crime scene where the greatest crime is being committed. Mazi, do you know that today the INEC office in Imo State was set on fire? Early this morning. Yeah, Mazi, they set it on fire now. What else will you get from the zoo? And you see who opposed to them are saying that the Igbos are trying to overthrow Buhari. That's true. Mazi, we are not going into that area. We saw all what is going on in Afro-Isiama. They immediately bringing out their whatever down there. The picture should be taken and we're going to forward it to the international community. I am so glad. The American government is seeing all that. The European nation are seeing all that going on. This proves the fact that IPOB have been suppressed. We have been suppressed so much. Our oppressors is Nigerian state, and they have made their Waterloo. They will never come out of this, and Biafra shall emerge. Mazi, I want to tell our people back home to remain formidable, to remain strong. They should remain strong. They should not be deterred, nor be intimidated by the presence of Nigerian military. We shall see them no more. They have made their Waterloo. Mazi Alozie, we will give others to call in, and I want to thank you very sincerely for the good job you've been doing. Every day we are up here, and others too. I want to thank you so much and ask you to keep it up. And Biafra, we shall see the matter of your nation.
You say,
all hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you. Bye-bye. The call number is +14847670848, +14847670848. They can camp, they can live there if they want to. The whole thing is being documented. It will be documented and then forwarded for compilation of all the crimes these people are committing. They don't see it as crime. They don't see it. And I wonder when they will see that as a crime. It makes me wonder. When you don't know right from wrong, that is the equivalent. You don't know right from wrong. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, good morning, Mazi Alozie. My name is Ben Okafo.
Good morning, Ben.
And I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Welcome.
My brother, just like everybody else says here, thank you for your dedication and steadfastness and coming here every morning to address us and to educate us on the things that we need to know so that we can save our lives. My brother, this morning, in addition to the burning down of the Imo INEC office, of course, we know why they did it, so that every evidence with regards to the winning of the election of Ihedioha will be vanished, so that you won't have any more record of it. We know about it. This morning, Ekweremadu has defected to APC. That is the latest news now. Going back to the things that I'm saying here, and I keep shouting to the top of my voice. The people that are killing us, our number one enemies are our people, especially the so-called leaders. These idiots that are politicians. They are not even politicians. They are fake politicians. Joining a party that is on record is responsible for all the atrocities that are going on in Nigeria. The best our Igbo brothers can do is to go and join the same party. And I read on the line all the nonsense excuses that are trying to excuse the way Uche Obuago's his justification for joining APC. And I laugh at our people. I just laugh at our people. I laugh at them. There is no way you can explain the fact that when you were voted in, you are voted in as a PDP. People that voted you in voted you because you belong to the party that is more affiliated with all their beliefs about what they want their party to achieve for them. And then you throw that away and then you join a different party that is completely inimical to the survival of their people, and you are telling us that you have a reason to do what you did. And the funny thing is that they continue to praise him in all the things he has done for the past 8 months. And I ask them, if he's doing all these things in the party that is condemning now, that he's running away from, how come he was successful in 8 months and did more than all the people that ever sat in that seat for the people of Ikedu? Let me tell you, we are no more fools. Nobody will deceive us. We are more than this nonsense they are talking about. Okay? We are more than that. You cannot deceive us. We are not kids. Nobody's a kid here. So what is going to happen is this. Our people, I keep telling you, go to your leaders go to your local chiefs, whatever they are. Demand for them to tell the Nigerian government to get the hell out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's compound. His parents are citizens, private citizens of that zoo. They have not done anything that should warrant that the army should prevent free and, uninterrupted burial for this, prince and princess. For this a king and queen of Afar-Iberu. They should get out of there. Our people, whoever is sitting there in the government house, should know that anything that happens is possible. We will. We should march. Go to their leader, whoever is in charge of their local government. People that from Ikeduru should go to Obuago and tell him that this is what the opinion of the people is. We do not want the army there for the burial. Nobody in Nigeria, unless you pay them, they do not invite themselves to their burial ceremony. They are free citizens, private citizens. They do not need your help to get away from there. Until our people learn to deal with our people that are doing this to us, we can cry all we want. Until we learn to act and stand for what we believe and demand for our rights, nobody will give us our rights. You can cry all you want. Nobody will give you their rights. When America was fighting for their freedom, you did not help them. France helped them. Okay? So don't go to cry for them in their embassy. They don't know what you're talking about. That's all I have to say, my brother. Trying will help us. May God bless you, and I yield for other people to come in.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. The call number is +1 484-767-0848. Chukwuemeka defected to APC. It does not surprise me if that's true. The behavior of people will tell you who they are. The behavior of people will tell you who they are. When we keep calling on Chukwuemeka's behavior, people never understood what we were saying. Green snake in a green grass. Anybody that does anything contrary to your benefit is against you. I don't care what title that person holds. Any person that works against your progress is against you. Anybody that cries when that person sees something nice going to happen to you and that person works against it, that's your enemy. Just because he looks like you, walk like you, talk like you, does not mean that's your friend. It is very obvious. We must wake up. We must. Call your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning.
Hello.
Go ahead, I'm hearing you.
Good afternoon from Biafra.
Welcome.
Okike Adama, bless you. Bless the whole principal officers of IPOB. Bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nuchemefo. Mazi Alozie, my name is Chinemerem Obiku. I head from Abaje in Wangele local government, where they call Imo State, Biafra land. As Biafra is here, no matter whatever they are doing, no matter whatever the politicians called the fleet or the Ido people, this blood in our midst are doing, Biafra is here. Mazi, we are ready in Biafra land. Let everything they want, we are going to give them. Anything. Mazi, I promise Nigeria, it's not a threat. Nigeria will catch fire very soon. Because they need war. And Nigeria need war. And Nigeria is doing anything for the war. And Nigeria will see the war. We are Biafra. We are not calling for war. We are just calling for our referendum to go our way in peaceful manner. And Nigerians are giving us war. And very soon, I promise Nigeria they will see war.
Nigeria will know that indeed we are the sons, we are the children of the Most High. Nigeria will know, those who live in Igbo land will know that indeed there's honor of Biafra. Indeed, there is a creator of Biafra. Indeed, there is a honor of Biafra, and that honor is Chukwuemeka, who gives us many gifts. He gives us gifts to destroy. He gives us gifts to uproot. And by this time, very soon, Nigeria is going to see. Nigeria is going to see. They are going to see. They are going to see the war. Look at what they are doing. Some of pastors, they for protest, that redeemed pastor protesting with the green, white, green. With the green, white, green. These people are devil. Some of pastors here, oh my God, some of them are Lucifer. Some of them is agent of darkness. And I want to use the opportunity. Any pastor in Biafra land, among any his members, go and join our DOP family. You are an antichrist. You are an evil. You are a Satan. You are working the work of Lucifer. You are working because God is a God of freedom. And God, Almighty God, is a God of freedom. Any pastor do not preach about the freedom of Biafra, you are a devil. And when time comes, you will see yourself. You will see yourself in that hellfire that you are running, thinking that you are going to heaven. At last, you will meet yourself in hellfire. That's hellfire. We are going to help you and send you to hellfire. You want to be. But what I want to tell them, Biafra is here. Mazi Alozie, it's good. Bless you. Look at Mazi Alozie, look at what they are doing now. They are paying all members, youth corpers. They are paying youth corpers at 33,000 naira to mount on social media, on Facebook, to tweet against Biafra. This is their plan now. This is what they are planning. This is what they are mounting all youth corpers, paying them at 3,000 naira to mount on social media, enter anything they see on Biafra. This is their plan now. But I want to tell them, at last, will fall, and Biafra will appear. The kingdom of God must surely restore, and no man, no government shall stop it. Mazi Alozie, the Chukwuemeka bless you. And I use this opportunity to call all Abaje, wake up. Ada yosim ayona, moyana ayona. Ada simma azobodema. Ada yom madayo. If you like, join. If you don't like it, play your the trumpet is about to blow, and this trumpet is blow, and this war and is shooting. Nigeria is going to see war. Bless you. God bless you. Bye.
Bless you too. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother, my namesake, my comrade, my friend, my compatriot, my brother, my dearest. I thank you for picking up my call this morning. My eyes have seen the island of Isopo, the road from Enugu to Lagos is closed. My eyes have seen the continent in a continent. My name is Onyemo Wazanabache. I come from Olo province in Biafra land. My brother, you have said it all this morning. I had your voice ringing from 9 o'clock this morning. Thank you very much. And I thank Chukwuemeka for our leader, Onyendu, my dearest friend and my dearest brother and my dearest leader. Chukwuemeka, I bless you and bless your family and bless all the IPOB members all over the world. I thank God for you all. You know, my brother and dear friends, Nigeria is like a faden. That's the iron in your iron. When you fad and you run away, the fad, the issue iron, the smell will continue to pursue you all over you go, wherever you go. But when you go and do and you wipe your behind and go away, that's the end of it. the smell. But in Nigeria is a fatting. The smell Nigeria was built on education. Wherever Nigeria goes, whatever Nigeria does, whatever secondus or hopus of the Mokraus and did, or Jubril, the smell shall follow them forever and ever. He cannot cease. Like Muhammad, whatever he does, the smell, the fabrication built by the British, for Nigeria will continue smelling. The best thing to do for Nigeria is everybody go to his own roost. And that should be the everlasting solution for that concocted, corrupted Nigeria. And again, my brother, Jubril fell during the time the Israelites were moving away from Egypt. Pharaoh performed all his kind of magic. Jubril, you have performed all your magic. Your magic failed, and you fell, and you are falling into the bottomless of the pit, into the tsunami. You cannot rise again, and that's the fact. Nigeria cannot rise again. Whatever you like, go to Afari-Bek. Bring more Fulanese, bring more of your compatriots and your ex-wives. Bring them to Biafra land. The way Oman Bala swallow your people in the olden days, likewise, your armory, your people, your soldiers, all your forces, bringing them to Biafra land. They are going to be consumed within a short period of time. The way Ulamiri River in Oguta swallowed your people during the war, that's the same way you shall be swallowed. Bear in mind, Nigeria has expired. There's no way you can wake up a dead person from sleep. And that's the end of it. And again, my brother, I'm reminding our people wherever you are, those who are competent to register to be Republican, please, this is the time for us to show the Republicans that we support them. We shall support them. We shall support Trump. We shall support them because the Republican is our friend. They are our best friend in America here. I've been saying this since 2014. Let us, those who are competent, do whatever you think that you can do to support the Republicans. And those who are not competent to vote, campaign for the Republicans. They are our friends. Thank you very much, my brother. And those who've been calling me from Ibuacha, those who've been calling me from Europe and asking for my voice, Omona, I'm a little bit health problem. And it's over now. And I thank you all for your prayers. I am back again, speaking on the radio, my radio. Chukwuemeka, blessed Biafra. And we are going for a very short period of time. All hail Biafra. Thank you. Thank you, my brother, for giving me the opportunity. And God bless Biafrans all over the world. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. The news keeps coming up. They keep unleashing the daily occurrences, and we listen. What do we make out of it? What do we do to make sure that we correct what is wrong? You see, people are very cunning. We are human beings, but the worst is in us. The worst is in us, comes from us. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi, good afternoon.
Good morning from here.
My name is Mr. Chuka.
I'm coming from Ebonyi State, Abakaliki precisely. And I want to use this medium to thank you so much for the work you people have been doing. And we have begun to be receiving FM in Abakaliki now. And it is loud and clear. So what I want to say is what pertains the burial of our father's our leader's father, Nandekano, and mother. What I want to say there is this. What I want to say is that we Biafra, we youth of Biafra, we make sure that everything we move the way it's supposed to go free. So people should not be afraid of the soldier that is coming or what they have decided to be doing. They don't want to create fear in the minds of the people who are and not be able to hold themselves. It's not in the mind of the courageous people. After all, we are not created with the spirit of fear, with the spirit of sound mind. And it's only the mind that does not have love that accommodates fear. Any mind that have love, fear will disappear because fear and love do not coexist with each other. So in addition to that, I want to suggest that our people will ensure that what happens in that some time ago in the 2017 and also last time will not happen again because this is like the third time they wanted to do this thing. And there are people normally saying around that so they have come for the first time, they didn't succeed, they call it the second time. This particular one, we are promising them that none of them will get out of their land. None of them will get out of their land. And the people who are pushing them are these people we call leaders. These governors, these senators, these senators, and the chief, and some of the chiefs in the village, they are the people who are pushing them. So we Biafrans should stay away from these people and protect ourselves. It is time for everybody to rise up and protect themselves because this is no longer a time to play. This is no longer a time for you to say that you don't know. Because like Mohammed just came back from London last time and he was asked about the security system of the situation in Nigeria. He denied it. He said that he doesn't have the people killing. So this time around, this family is also so what I want to say again, that we should make sure that none of these people who commit any crime or shoot anybody will get out of their front because at the end you see the chief of army start denying that it's not their men. Maybe some people are pushing to their hand and they got themselves to come and kill. We should make sure that none of them escape and they will be exposed and the world will see them. Even though we know that we won't know about it. But they want us to do our own way. Because if they are problem, we will do it. So we are assuring them that even though they come with a battalion, we, the youth of Biafra, are not afraid. The future belongs to us, so we will take our stand. We will take our stand. So whatever they want to come, that thing they are pushing for, they will see it. So Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You see, we know. We know who is who. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, Alozie, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
And I'm calling from Boston. Thank God, Mazi, Alozie. I thank God. I will start by saying thank you, God, for exposing the lies of some people that call themselves men of God. And thank you, God, for all the things you've been doing. We see your handwork. Thank you, God, for our own deputy, Mazi Nnamdi. Our own Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And our deputy, Mazi Nnamdi Mefo. Praying and my mind is all over the place. But let God and in His infinite mercy continue to guide and protect us and give us all the things we need to fulfill Biafra. All this I ask. He said. Mazi Alozie, my mind is, in fact, I am angry. My mind is all over the place. Despite the fact that these so-called pastors, some of them, and there's good ones and there's bad ones. Some of them will come and behave as if they are not supposed to be the watch people over men that God has they are supposed to be the watchmen over God's people, but they've turned out to be the devil over God's people. Because I see no reason. I know that Adeboye controls millions of people that comes to his church. I know that Kumi controls millions of people that goes to his church. I know that Oladipo and the rest of them controls millions of people that goes to their church. And still, most of them kept quiet, especially Adeboye kept quiet, and people were being slaughtered. Even when his own people were slaughtered, the woman that was killed, even the one of Deeper Life that was killed, they all kept quiet. They didn't say anything. Not for him to come the other day and start marching. We Biafrans see it the way it is. I thank my brother for saying it the way it is. These people are, I don't think they are really pastors. See, the pastors, they know what they should do. They know that pulpit that God has given to them is a bully pulpit which they can stand there and speak the truth to whoever it is that is in power. What they don't do, they don't use it. All they do is to keep quiet and people are being murdered. All they do is to take money because they've eaten. Because of they've taken money that they are not supposed to take. They cannot be able to talk. It's regrettable. It's appalling. As for our Mazi Nandekano, Onyendu's mother and father's burial, I was in Ifo Jefen to Janime. We will not say anything. It's just that Nigerian government is so foolish and stupid. If they have brain, if the brain is in their head at all, they will step back. Because at 12 for tonal well, 12 or tonal well, or social capital. Because these people are just so stupid, they don't have brain. First of all, they will a trap will be set for you and you will jump in like goats. But we will not say anything. You know, it's not every time someone will come here and talk and express some certain things or say some certain things. When the time comes, then they will know the fury of real Biafrans. When that time comes, it's Wadro. Mazi, thank you and God bless you. And continue with your good work, including every presenters. You guys are doing marvelously well. Continue with your good work. We are here. We are watching. They say we can't do anything. We talk. When the time comes, we will know. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The call now is +1 484 767 0848. You see, barbarism and vandalism, the same thing. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you are. My name is Mazi Joseph Onyechukwu, and Mazi Joseph Onyechukwu is calling from Obolafo. Obolafo is within local government in Sukasa, the Enugu State Biafra land. I want to use this medium and appreciate my leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Bureau of Biafra land, a man that make us to start reasoning like a human being, because before the existence of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all our behavior, everything that you are doing, are just doing like an animal. Because it's only person that can make us to know that we are a human being, and for us to know the value of our life. And I say, may God Almighty brought him in this journey, keep on protecting him, because he said that the only mission that he come for this life is just to restore Biafra
and even to free people, the less privileged, the people that cannot even fight for themselves, whether Biafra or no Biafra, wherever you are, they can fight for you. And that is what it comes for this life to do. And that is the one that the Zuko Nigeria cannot even bribe him to the extent that he lost his parents, and up to now he still stand on his word and say that Biafra is restored and Biafra is assured. And same thing goes to our deputy Mazi to come from before, is the man to believe. He has come and show the Biafrans and even the world that you can trust Biafra, because they say that Biafra is not trustworthy, that Biafra cannot stand in their word. And these our leaders, they have come and proved that you can trust Biafra and Biafra can stand in their word. Because you say that you never allow this platform to see corruption, and up to date, as I'm speaking with you, he still stand on that his word to show that Biafra is trustworthy. May God keep on protecting him. And even other people that have sacrificed everything sacrificable, even the people that have used their life to sacrifice to make sure we be in this level that we are, it's not that they love how they use their life to sacrifice, but what is happening to us is killing them. And they say that they cannot be alive to see all these things. It's rather that they die to save their people than to be alive, and their people will keep on perishing. And even the other people that have even used every other thing to sacrifice, especially all of you in our media, because our leader Mazi cannot see that the problem that we are having is the media, and that is what happened in the first time, and one of the greatest mistakes that our hero Chukwuemeka made, because he lacked the work of media, and that is what happened. And our leader Mazi can go and execute a strong media, and that media is what that is helping us and making us to go far and far. May God keep on stretching every one of you and provide every one of your needs. And my people, what is happening in this country is much. We are seeing what is happening since yesterday. How the Zoo Army and the Zoo Police are parading in our leader's house. And this is, I want to ask the Zoo call Nigeria whether a call for burial, whether is it a call for war? Because our leader Mazi is burying his parents. And now we have turned that the zoo called Nigeria, they have used every other thing, all the type of security, anything that can cause security, and they threaten people around that community. I want to ask him whether is there anything that the Afro did they commit any crime that they cannot be forgiven? What is that thing that they do that can make the zoo call Nigeria to keep on threatening the whole village, and even making the whole village to be no sleeping, not some people in that village. Some of them have even left their compound. Some of them are not even sleeping in their place because of the fear of the Zoo Army and how they are just threatening people in that vicinity because of the burial. And they don't know that there's nothing that they can do that can make our people not to be there. Because it's just like what I'm saying, that the life that you are living now, I can say that even the people some people that's even dead, that some of them are even better than us. Because what is it that we are alive? Why does our people are perishing? Why is it that you are alive and you can see your wife be raped in your eyes? Why that you are alive? And the Zoo call Nigeria and the Fulani people, they will be raping your mother in your presence, your wife in your presence, killing your people. Your people cannot even go to the farm. They cannot even go to the stream. They cannot even come outside. What life are we still living? So if they don't know that you have even used everything that you have and say that no matter anything, we are ready to restore Biafra, there's nothing that they can do that can make us not to pay last respect to our Royal Highness and the law. No matter anything they are doing, we must pay last respect, and we cannot use because of the Zoo call Nigeria to change the date. The dates have already been fixed. No matter whatever they are doing, we must celebrate it. We must give them a glorious burial benefit that they deserve. That one is assured, and that is what I want to show the Zoo call Nigeria. No matter what they are doing, no matter all the threats. And my people, we are still saying it as a wonder, just like what my leader Mazi can said in the last broadcast, that Nsukka is under threat, and the Nsukka is facing very, many cases, and the Zoo call Nigeria is flying. They want to strike Nsukka at any moment. This is what our leader Mazi can say, and the thing has been resulting, because the thing is resulting from Ocean 1. They have said that without number. There is incident that happened in Ocean 1, which we will not announce everything on air. And that incident have made the people of within that Ocean 1 and even the deputy. As I'm saying with you, on 31st, we did 4 years day, on 31st, they brought I can say 2 buses enter that village, and that Fulani village with a loaded ammunition. That ammunition was wrapped with a white cloth. And the most important thing that is paining me most is our people, how foolish we are. We don't react. That village, what they are now calling is that they are calling the government. What they wrote on the paper, on the newspaper is that the people of that village is calling the federal government for them to come and intervene. That what they are seeing in their community, they don't like it, and it have now been a threat to them. That their life is in danger because they say that they don't know what the so-called Fulani brought in their place, which is that they wrap all of them with a white cloth. And this is what we have been seeing. And the most important thing is this: my people from Nsukka, all of us, I can say that all of us are deaf and dumb because we don't want to stand up. And the most important thing again, Mazi Alozie, is that this place that this thing is happening is the place that the so-called senatorial from Nsukka Isis came from, which is Senator Utaz. From that village and even from that local government. And up to now, we are still waiting to know if at all he can utter any word. And as I'm speaking with you up to now, we have not even seen any word for him. And their people, they are saying their people cannot even do anything now. As I'm telling you, that community, all of them have now, I don't think some of them have even traveled from that village. Some of them are no more living in that village because of fear of what might happen to them. So my people, let's stand up and do the needful. This is the last time we have. Okay, tell me that thing. What is that thing that you are still putting in this corner that you love one Nigeria? Is it the electricity that they give you? Is it the job or the thing that they give you? Is it the quality education that they give you? Is it the road? Is it the school? What is that thing that you are putting in this corner Nigeria? Even you that call yourself a governor, are you putting in one Nigeria that you are not even a governor? The governor is Mesiala. The governor is Hausa Fulani because he cannot do anything in your own. You must receive from because they are the ones who shoot you. Because if you don't down, they will remove you. And that is what the mission is a job. You know, must finish. And it's not 101. That you can't do tonight. People is because some people say I don't want to join that because of death. And what you must clear, man. The life that we are living through is even some people that their own is even better than us. Is it not better for you to stand up and defend yourself than to sit and all this will keep on happening to you? So my people, let me show myself so that I can give other people to talk. What I'm saying, my people from Nsukka, there is danger ahead. There is danger ahead. And we said this, when our leader Magnum began to prophesy in the live broadcast, some influence did not even understand it. And he said that whatever that he's saying in Radio Biafra, that you should put it on that paper, we should put it on that record, that when it starts happening, we can still say that he announced it and he prophesied about it. And this thing have now started. Some people in that village are not sleeping. So my people, let's do the needful, whether home and abroad. Start to do the needful and protect your land. Because there's no any time that people from Afari Ibeku will come from Afari Ibeku and defend Nsukka for us. We are the people that is going to defend Nsukka. There's no anyhow that even people from Enugu town, from our own Enugu state, will come and defend people from Nsukka. Rather they have to defend themselves. And let us not allow the history that happened in 1967 to repeat itself. Because if you go and read the history of what happened in 1967 during the war, the most security people, the most Biafra security that there was ambush, all of them was in this Nsukka. Many things happened because this Nsukka is the gate, and we need to protect this gate more than anything before. And we have to stand and do the needful. Other people will protect their own, and we need to protect ours. So my people, I call wherever you are, whether home and abroad, stand up and do the needful. And this is the last fight. Remain blessed as you are doing it. May my people from this situation. I want to show you that only prayer cannot solve it. Only prayer cannot do it. What can do it is action. Because they say that prayer without faith is useless. And the fact that you are applying it for when that you are doing something about it. And this is what I have. Good morning, good afternoon, in the world of freedom, wherever you have. I still may humble servant. Mazi Joseph for from here, no bless, as you happen to the voice of Chukwuemeka Kadema, and Ohamadike 1. Chukwuemeka Kadema will get better. Which happen again, Makanama, Namiria, Makano, even the people that don't even believe, all of them are now testifying that the people is not. In the name of Chukwuemeka Kadema, I pray, no bless, no
The call number is +14847670848. +14847670848. That's the call number. We are approaching the end of today's broadcast. We are getting closer and closer. You are watching and you're attesting to what is happening. What they are doing in Iguacha. Bibo come. Destroying people's cars, properties, breaking them. What is their motive? I think it's a bigger thing to come. Don't limit it to that action. It might be a way to stop you from escaping when they come launching an attack. Because I don't see what will warrant them to vandalize cars. You go on a rampage to vandalize people's cars, people's properties, destroy their homes. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Mazi, I just want to remind you, please, a day before yesterday, you told me, so you just, there is a particular tape you played halfway. When they started, you just played about the guy just about to start talking. You say you will play it on Saturday, which is yesterday. Yesterday, you brought another one again. You played it halfway, you couldn't finish it. So that particular the one of yesterday, please, I'm not trying to wire your clock back. Please, maybe tomorrow, if you can just let us know what that tape contained, because you were specifically speaking for the easy started it, but you couldn't finish it. I'm just interested if you can hear what they say about it, so that we can learn from there, please.
Do you remember the topic?
Yeah, you're just saying the Easterners, the East, the Igbos are the problem they are facing. They started this ranting for so years. They started the ranting, they start talking. You couldn't go further than that.
Yes, I remember what it's all about. What I do, I piece issues together. Then I relate it to what I'm saying. But when it comes not to be the subject, I leave it. But if you want it, if people want to know more about it, I will look for it and then play it. I will look for it, yes. As long as I have not deleted it, because my board is full. I have so much coming in, so when I look at something, if it's really not as important as the one that is next, then I leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah, I will look for those. I'll go back to my clip and then see what it is, okay? Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you coming from?
Good morning from San Francisco Bay Area. My name is Chukwuemeka.
Mr. Ipama, welcome.
Thank you, my dear brother. Days ago, Nigeria called people together to give them a bundle of lies that the war was over. Celebrating war, they said, ended. The terrorist government of Nigeria, serving the British interest, the evil British Empire, told you that lie. If you believe that lie that you were told just days ago, and you're hearing what is happening in Afaruku Ibeko, please ask yourself, how could what is happening right now in Afaruku Ibeko be going on if the war that British and Nigeria and their cohorts waged against the Biafran people had been over? Why would this be going on? My blame goes to everybody if you're Biafran. If we fail to use our own ability to reason, God gave it to us. This is the time that we turn to it. If we have strayed any bit away from it, it's time that we start to reason. Church will tell us lies. It didn't start today. It's in the Bible. False prophecies. That the false prophets, they'll be all the time. But you have to use your own discerning power, your ability to reason, to tease out the difference between those who are telling you the truth and those who are lying to you. Those who want you to go forward and those who want to use you. Self-preservation is a natural law, the first, and it's a wonderful natural law. That's why if a child is born and the mother is lying there dead, she will be looking for milk from the mom, even though she's dead. Self-preservation. We have to stop listening to the lies from the British government. It's a must. We cannot be serving the lies and expect to go forward. The lies protect the British interest in Biafra land. The lies that Nigerian government tell serves them and their masters. So Biafrans, wherever you are, please wake up. Let's start to preserve ourselves. Self-defense is natural. Self-defense is lawful. We have to do that now. The war is not over. Nigeria and the British government is waging war, continuously waging war against us. Through church, through false prophecies and false prophets. Well, now, if they use the future, those in youth service, to perpetuate lies across the world. However, so my dear people, if you are a Biafran, be the child of God that we are. Protect yourself. Let's protect ourselves and our interests. Let's know the difference between truth and lies. Whether it is false prophecy from a false prophet, we need to know the difference. Let's join together across the world and protect ourselves and what belongs to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning from here. Welcome.
Hello. My name is Chukwuemeka. I am a native of Ishiago, Ebonyi State, Biafra land. This morning, I want to start from Chukwuemeka, diverting to APC. Just to show you the type of people we have. Some people call them leaders. Chukwuemeka has stayed in Senate Deputy President for 16 years. He has stolen so much. He bought so many houses in London and America and so many places, according to the information they did against him last year. Now, they trying to go arrest in APC. That's one Nigeria for you. Then, the Adiboye Church and the Redeemed Christian Church, for this, before now, to come out and wear Nigeria flag, say is demonstrating for Nigeria to remain or to continue as a country. This is to take those people who are worshipping this group of people as their God. That these people, all these big mega churches in Yoruba land, all of them are working for Muslims. But they are using Christianity to deceive a lot of them, a lot of our people. You are taking the money you will take to sponsor Biafra, to be released from slavery in the name of Nigeria, going to give it to Adeboye and all the churches in Yoruba land. When you stay there, you deceive yourself. Even some of us, some of our people, when they die, the church will not even come to bury them. When you spend all those money, the money will just go like that. And you will die as a slave. And you will go to hellfire. And your children will go the same way. Now is your time to open your eyes. To know those people are deceiving you. Why Adeboye is dancing, saying that is demonstrating? Because Fulani has given him money. Fulani gives him money just to make sure he separates, destroy everything about Christianity. If Adeboye is working for God, according to him, by now, he can never pray for Nigeria. Because Nigeria is not created by God. Nigeria created by Lord Lugard in 1914. And since that time till now, the trouble is growing from one threat to another. All of them are blind in spirit, and they are claiming they are men of God. So many of them are using charm. So many of them are using charm. All of them, many of them. They claim they are working for God. They are working for Satan. This case of Biafra is just to open the eyes of any responsible human being to think twice. Because Biafra came to open the secret steps that nobody on earth will discover all this in without Radio Biafra, without Nnamdi Kanu. Every Sunday they are busy. All those mother churches from here, or even from Igbo land, all the whole, many of them. If you test them, any church that is against Biafra is working for Satan. Simple as that.
Yeah, Mazi, round up. The time is up.
So, okay, any church working for praying for Nigeria, that pastor or reverend father or whoever he is of Satan, is not of God. Thank you very much, Alozie. You're a wonderful producer. Every day I watch I try to listen to your program, and it's wonderful.
Thank you very much.
You have said it all.
Yep. We'll be on the air again tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be on the air again tomorrow. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much. Remember that my brother said that you either make a phone in a room but near number Biko.
Okay. Okay.
Biko, come on.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. This is where we'll be ending today's program. I apologize for those that have not been able to call in. It is the way it is. There are many people calling in. Evidently, I cannot take all the calls. That's just what it is. Let's be very, very particular about protecting ourselves. Nobody else will protect you but you. What is happening in Omwaya in Afara corresponds with what is happening in Obibo. Come. You see, they are in Biafra land. They are in the heart of Biafra land. This is where they're telling you they've come to occupy. Tell me what business you have with people that are going to bury their dead. Tell me the business you have. Absolutely nothing. Tell me why you will decide to invade a village ransack and destroy cars, vandalize cars, people's properties. You want to make them wretched. You want to make them poor. And maybe that's the last they have. Maybe that's what they end their livings with. And you destroy it. And you're telling me you are a government. And then you have your own people that say they are educated. They are politicians watching, not saying a damn thing. Those are the people that you voted in. And we are telling you that their days are over. They tell you you are Rivers, you are this, you are not Igbo, but they are killing you. That is the divide and rule we've been hammering upon. Don't let them fool you. They have been doing this for very too long. And time has come for it to end. Now they realize that you understand the game they are playing. They have descended on you. That is what we are saying. See the lands they have occupied. And you're still watching. You're still watching. I wonder how much longer you will continue to watch. And what you are trying to find out by watching. We'll be on the air again tomorrow. And for all those brave Biafrans, for all those that have sacrificed to see that Biafra is here, we commend you. We thank you. And we will continue to call upon you to do the needful, because it is for us all. You cannot watch your brother dying and not do a thing about it. If you do, you are not with us. You are against us. So we leave it there until tomorrow. Thank you.